Let's go to the next one. Ofek says, hey Ave, it's been a while since my last review and I've made a few updates. I added some new projects and tweaked others based on your feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the changes. My main goal is to finish my degree and getting a job right after. I know right now it's impossible, but I'm trying to stay optimistic. That's the best thing to do. Also, I finished the Oni and Topogon courses. Had a lot of fun. I'm considering diving into either Marble Designer or Substance Painter next. Which one is better for me to start, or should I just practice more and hold with learning? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Awesome. Okay, so first impression after I see this, Substance Painter. I think you're going to benefit way more right now from Substance Painter than from some of the other ones. I do remember this one. Was this the one that we did the little scene with? I'm not sure. It kind of looks similar. But this one looks very nice, man. Yeah, this is a good piece. I like it. I always encourage you guys, whenever you're doing this kind of like compositions, and I might have a little bit of surprise of this very soon, but when you're trying to do this kind of like compositions, you always gotta make sure that you do it the right way, okay? So for instance, the mountains there on the back, they still look too in focus compared to the rest of the element, and especially due to the atmospheric perspective. So if you don't feel... what's the word? If you don't feel confident enough that you're gonna be able to do a nice, like... composition where the object is in a scene, just do this. I'll as an art director, as a recruiter, as a like someone watching your portfolio, I would rather see a very clean render like this so they can really appreciate your textures and your work than trying to see something that is not well like composed, right? Now, here's what I always mention as well. If you don't know how to do compositing, but you have a friend who knows how to do compositing, work together, cooperate. Say, hey, I got this very cool model. Can you do a composition? You present it as your composition. I present it as my model. We credit both of us in both portfolios. We get more people to see our stuff, and we usually will get an even better result, okay? That's the secret to that kind of stuff. This one I remember as well, this like pinball machine. Very interesting. I mentioned that there's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball that I would love to have. I don't know why I would have a pinball machine. It's not like I'm going to be playing every day, but it's just like one of those neat things. Cool. Okay, awesome. The Oni course there. There we go, man. That's a different pose than what we did on the course. That's great. Looks good, man. Looks good. Couple of things here and there about the proportions, but this course, it taught you exactly what I want you to learn, which is the creation of all of the different assets for this character. And it seems like you got a good grasp out of ZBrush, so that's amazing. There we go. Arcane rifle. Nice. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. A lot of people have been doing this like hand-painted style in the last couple of years after Arcane release, right? Because everyone got inspired by it. But there's a big difference between doing this kind of hand-painted style, which is Substance from what I've seen here in your description, and doing it with like 3D code, like the hard way, the traditional way of doing like hand-painted stuff. Because yes, it can look like hand-painted, and I even have a video, you guys have probably seen that one, the Orc video, where I show you a hand-painted style approach with just procedural layers. It will give you an interesting result, but it will never get you, or at least not so far, it won't get you to the point where you see stuff from like the Arcane show or League of Legends or World of Warcraft or anything like that. So it's definitely a little bit more complicated than just adding like the generators and layers and stuff like that. But this one, it's cool. It looks nice. I would just maybe increase the amount of light on the object, and that would be pretty much it. Now, you do have a lot of stuff right here, and as you were mentioning, I think you should be now out of that learning zone, because you are showing that you know the full process from beginning to end, which is great, but we need to start jumping into the execution and polishing stages of your artistic career, okay? So now it's the time where you really need to go in here and look for a cool concept art, okay? For instance, I'm going to look for concept art, Monster Hunter, props. And there's going to be some like interesting things like weapons or things like that that are way more complex than something that you can finish in a day, okay? Remember, guys, no one's going to be impressed if there's a barrel on your portfolio. No one's going to be impressed if they see a hammer or an axe, like a normal like wood axe, right? They want to see like really cool stuff that no one else has tried before. So if you're going to do something interesting, you can try doing something like this. That's way more interesting. Even though it's a simple knife, it's more, there's way more complexity on that knife, right? You can try doing something like this right here, like the little forge right there. So trying to do things that are way more complex will definitely challenge you, but that's the thing that's going to make your stuff stand out. And this is something that applies everywhere in life, guys. Like if you just do the simple stuff, the basic stuff, then there's absolutely no way you're going to be able to be different from everyone else. It's on that road, in that journey on doing like things that no one has done before, or things that are more ambitious than others have done, that will really get you apart or separate you from everyone else, okay? So try to find those concepts, Ofek, concepts that are a little bit more challenging, that will probably take you more time, but that will definitely push you to the next level in your artistic career. Don't grab something that's way too difficult. That's another thing I definitely need to say. If you try to grab something that's very, very difficult, then that might be counterproductive for the like general approach. But you definitely should grab something that pushes you to the next like stage, okay? Let's see. The Oni character was done by a newbie? I would say so. Like, because he has this one. This was another tutorial, and this was like 12 months ago. So he probably has, Ofek here, he probably has like 1 year, maybe 1.5 years of experience doing 3D. So I think he did a great job with the Oni here. And that's about the, like, the expectation that I would have for someone that's learning the software for the Oni. You guys can see more Oni results on the Discord as well. There we go. So that was Ofek right there. Let's go to the next one.